It's stories like this that just make me completely sick the way the world is now. So there's a tiny burrowing shrimp off the coast of Washington and Oregon here, and it's messing with the oyster industry. So the shrimp burrows into the ground, loosens the soil, and the oysters sink and suffocate under the dirt. So the oyster industry has used a pesticide to kill the shrimp, but that pesticide has now been banned. So what they're going to do now is use a pesticide made by Bayer that is specifically designed for use on land, and only on land. But they don't know what else to do. They flat out admit, we don't know what to do. So they're just going to do this and see what happens. And if unexpected consequences occur, they're going to shut down the program. That's what they say. If something we don't anticipate happens, we'll stop. But everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. So this is where they're going to do it. As you can see, it's southwestern, on the Washington-Oregon border, basically. It's Grays Harbor and Willapa Bay. And apparently out of these two inlets here, 25% of the United States oysters are produced. That's pretty nuts, 25%. But once again, the industry is threatened because of these little shrimp, so they need to kill them any way they can, right? And if you can see here, this is from the product insert from Bayer. It says this product is highly toxic to aquatic invertebrates. Do not apply directly to water, or to areas where surface water is present, or to intertidal areas below the mean high water mark. Do not contaminate water when disposing of equipment, wash waters. It says the product is highly toxic to bees, or any blooming crops, plants, or weeds. Do not apply this product. Allow it to drift to blooming crops, plants, and weeds, or bees, if bees are foraging in the area. The chemical demonstrates the properties and characteristics associated with chemicals detected in groundwater. The use of this chemical in areas where soils are permeable, particularly where the water table is shallow, may result in groundwater contamination. Gotta love this culture we've designed, right? Gotta love this culture. So this thing kills bees. Don't use it in the water. Do not apply directly to water. Couldn't be more clear on the product insert. So the plan is to use helicopters to fly over these inlets and disperse it that way. So they're just going to drop this pesticide out of helicopters onto the water, let it trickle down through the entire water column till it gets to the bottom to hopefully kill the shrimp, and only the shrimp. So this has been the NMFS, the National Marine Fisheries Services, has come out against the plan. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has come out against the plan. Local environmental groups have come out against the plan, but they're going to do it anyway. The permit was approved. Also, NOAA came out against the plan, it says here in the article. But it got the green light because, money. So 25% of the oysters, that's a whole lot of money to that local economy. So they need to protect it by killing basically everything in the water. Also, according to the article, there haven't been any studies that says what this is going to do, because it specifically says do not apply to water. It's a land-based pesticide, chemical, earth destroyer kind of thing. So this here is the Willapa Bay. You can see they're going to use it on the entire, I don't know if you can see that dotted black line. Might be hard to see. But basically the top 2/3 of the bay are going to be sprayed by helicopter with this. And then this here is Grays Harbor. The entire harbor except for that eastern wedge there is going to be sprayed by helicopter. So Rick Doings is the head of the Department of Ecology of Washington State who signed off on this permit. He said he understands the concerns that there's an experimental basis. We don't do this lightly. We're very confident we have a series of safeguards in the permit that strongly protect the environment. The strongest one, he says, is to shut the program down if something unexpected happens. So what that means is, once they realize that it's killing everything, something unexpected happens, they're just going to shut it down. I'm assuming that'll bring back to life everything that they've killed, right? That'll restore the entire harbor, right? If you just shut it down, that'll be fine then. It'll protect the environment that way, you jackass. So they're going to start this May 17th. People have until May 16th to appeal the permit to the Pollution Control Hearings Board. We realize there are a lot of concerns, but we're confident this is going to work. Yeah, it'll kill the shrimp. It'll kill everything. It's going to kill everything in that column of water. And, where tides take it out of that column of water. So it's going to work. It'll kill the shrimp. No problem. Probably kill all your oysters, too. They're in here, the National Marine Fisheries Services said it's going to kill every organism on the bottom of the seafloor. It'll kill the zooplankton. It'll kill any sturgeon that are in that area. It'll probably kill any ducks, anything. Basically, it's in the area. It'll kill it. So you have 2 weeks, Washington, to appeal this. Yeah, good idea, right? Good idea, guys. I'll put the links to all the stuff, the permit, the Bayer thing, and the original article that I'm getting some of this information from. It never ceases to amaze me. I mean, money, right? It's all for money. The oyster industry is just too powerful, so they've bought this environmental agency within Washington State to just approve this pesticide, knowing that it should not be used on water. They're just going to use it anyway and see what happens. And if something bad happens, they'll stop using it, or at least so they say. But again, it's not going to undo the damage that they've just caused.